All right, gang. Welcome to another Wake Up Humans podcast. And we're coming off a heck of a DE meeting. What's up, big man? How are you, brother?
Oh, man, I am great. It was one of the best DEs. We say that all the time, but it was one of the best DE meetings in a long time.
Funny how we do say that all the time, man.
Yeah, and
It's
it's just
absolutely insane.
yeah, yeah, and it was a snowstorm. Like the whole southeast had a snowstorm from Oklahoma to Florida. Florida was getting snow, and that room was packed.
It was funny to
It
see
was
people going outside the hotel to take pictures of the snow.
yeah, yeah. People that don't really get to see snow. We don't get to see snow. I
Right.
was looking at my hotel window, like, look at all this snow coming. But there's a snowstorm of the principal coming too, though.
You could say that again, brother.
It's coming.
The energy in that room was palpable and people were engaged.
Yeah. Yeah. There was nobody just hanging out in the hall, not just goofing off. People had their butts in the seat, learning how to be a better chiropractor, a better husband, a better wife, a better father, better mother. People were locked in, man. They were
I think it
locked
was,
in.
and it was probably one of our busiest Thursdays ever.
Yeah. I mean, the room had as many people in it Thursday night as it did Saturday night.
It was busy.
Yeah. And it was, well, I'm getting chills right now thinking about it. It
You,
was DE never left, but it sure is back.
and you know what was weird is a bunch of people had to leave Friday because they were, driving back to the Carolinas and that storm was insane. A bunch of people canceled. They didn't even fly in. Some people's flights were canceled. People canceled their flights. People's flights were canceled. People left Friday. And there was more people there Saturday than there were Friday.
I know. It's wild, man.
It was a
It's wild.
wild,
And yeah, it's a paradox. You would think it would be less, but that room was packed,
yeah, yeah. Bunch
you
of
know?
working bees, man. We had a lot of new people and they're fired up. We had a lot of people from overseas.
Yeah.
We
I
had
mean,
guys from all over.
so many people, like international um, doctors that came, they would fly 14, 15 hours to come
Yeah.
spend the weekend with us. Like total, that's a day and a half of traveling in the air, a day and a half.
Did you meet Lars from Sweden?
Yeah, yeah, Lars and my buddy, man.
We got to
Me
give
and
a
Lars,
shout out to his daughters because he says every Tuesday night he's driving them to, I think he said volleyball, and they're listening to us in the car.
yeah,
That was really cool.
it was. And girls, if y'all are listening, know how awesome your dad is. We connected Thursday night, and I'm like, man, this man is the real deal. So know what treasure you have in your car right now with your mom and dad both.
Yeah, they love you, man. Dad talked about you all weekend, and it was just really cool to be that connected to someone that lives pretty far away from us, but we're
Yeah,
connected. We're connected.
yeah. I mean, we spoke the first time maybe 15 minutes, and it was like we knew each other our whole lives,
Yeah.
you know, like we're in the trenches together side by side.
And there's like a thing happening where, like, our Dr. Sid's vision was chiropractic around the world.
Yeah,
And our big vision is to become truly at international. And now it's happening. They want us to come over and do DE in Puerto Rico and Sweden and Spain. These guys and girls over there are fired up. And now they found their home for Principal Chiropractic through Dynamic Essentials.
yeah, yeah. And that's what Dynamic Essentials does. It connects people from all walks of life, from all continents. And, for you had a personal experience there too. Your daughter Sierra was up there sharing at the stage for Parade of Stars.
Brought tears to my eyes, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I
She
mean, what authority she spoke with, and not a hesitation in any sentence, and just dropped it.
no, she come up there and I'm like, okay, here she goes. Let's see what she does. I mean, I was tearing up watching her,
Uh,
because I'm like, what's gonna happen? And then she just like, boom, my name's Sierra Judson, boom, 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 dropped the mic and went and sat back down.
walked off. That was the end of Parade of Stars. They're like, that's it.
That was it, dude. And it was, I know that made you proud.
Well, it shows you that you dedicate, you put the right timing with your kids, and my kids grew up in the room at DE. You see these babies running around. You got Gigliotti's daughter there and Balsamo's daughter, and you're like, it was yesterday. Those were my kids. And now here's Sierra up at Afraid of Stars talking with such clarity. Clarity. It
Yeah.
was amazing.
And just such a grown
Yeah.
up there speaking. It was just like I remember this kid, and then
Yeah.
look at her. Like
Yeah.
she's a little powerhouse for sure.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome, man. That was a proud daddy moment, that's for sure. And I videotaped it and sent it to our family chat, and to see her siblings respond and support her, that's even better. Like how close these kids are and how clarity they live with is just, we're blessed. And they say it takes a village, right? There's so much love in that room and connections, and to see people coming up and hugging her that used to hold her as an infant, you know,
It's so sweet. It's so good, man.
it's dynamic.
Yeah.
It's
And
dynamic, man.
yeah, and not just them, but Danny Roses, when he finished speaking on Sunday, first time he spoke, second, third generation chiropractor, aunt's a chiropractor, and he got done, come off that stage. His whole family was around him, and just I thought they were going to put him on their shoulders. Just so much pride and joy for Danny Roses. It's just like
Awesome.
look at him. Like
Awesome.
I know they were just bouncing around and just fist bumping and chest bumping, and I'm like, oh, like it's always something. If you ever been like 2DE like that, it is a total family affair.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's an absolute blessing. And it just shows, it's like, I don't know how many times people said over the weekend, success leaves clues. You had multiple speakers dropping that line. People need to tap into those clues,
Yeah,
you
and
know?
and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just do what other people are doing. Put your own little twist on it. Do
Yep,
your own thing, but just
yep,
do what other people are doing.
yep, yep. There was a guy there for the first time, and he pulled me aside in the hallway, and it was, Saturday morning. And he said, I will never miss this. This is the most incredible, incredible experience I've had in my chiropractic life ever.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah, and
beautiful.
and and we know, and anybody that knows know that chiropractic or DE saved chiropractic once
Yeah,
is doing it again right now.
that's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
and there was a guy got up, prayed to stars, Todd with the long hair and the suit. He's local. He's from Georgia.
Yeah.
He was a little ahead of me in school. He was a yoga guy in school. And he got up, he like, listen, I'm introverted. I don't like crowds. I don't like the bright lights. I don't like the loud music. But I dislike being stuck more than I dislike that. So I'm here to grow. I'm here to change it. And I'm not going to be stuck anymore.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like you got to get out of your comfort zone to get to where you need to be.
Blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to have a space like that for someone to get up there and say that, and the hard work that has gone into maintaining that
Yeah.
has been incredible.
And the courage for him.
Right. Brutal honesty, pal. I mean, that's, it's that tough love environment that lets people just be themselves and open up and expose their weaknesses. A lot of people, and we started it Thursday night with finding that one thing that's blocking you and then talk to someone about it. And now we have the teams, the blue, the orange, the yellow, that they get together and these people are staying in touch between meetings. They're setting goals. They're creating accountability. And we set some lofty visions this weekend. And I've had a bunch of people already reaching out to me. Now the phone's blowing up when people had their busiest day ever. And it's great to see that vibe. And I told them, you want to get to the point that you've worked so hard and grown that you can't wait to get back and get up to pray to stars and share your victory.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
going to be fun.
really. Yeah, really. Like in our little group text, me and Lieberman said after Thursday night, we were ready to go home. Like I want to get back to it because there's subluxations to be corrected.
That's right.
I don't want to stay here. I mean, I do, and it's not just being a superficial fired up for a moment.
Legit.
It's like a rededication of what we're doing, why we're doing it, and I'm just ready to go, bro. Ready to go.
Amen. Amen. And it's to be able to rub shoulders with people that are in that same walk, and then people coming in that are mentally fried,
Hmm.
but then walk out of their Sunday reignited, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what
They
it's
they
all about.
yeah. You see them come in just kind of their head down, but Sunday they're leaving with a pep in their step, and it's like when they get there, it's just like, how you doing? You okay? Then they leave. It's like, I love you. I appreciate you. And then they hug you and they go and leave,
Yeah.
you know?
You know, it was one resounding thing that was happening, and I'm sure this was happening too, but people walking up and giving hugs and say, "Thank you for keeping this going." You know, you don't think about it. We just did it because we were asked to, and it was the right thing to do. And here we are years later, people saying thank you because they understand the magnitude of that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, they understand the magnitude.
And it was thrust upon us. We didn't ask for it, but for whatever Dr. Sid, Dr. Nail saw in us, they're like, we want you guys to usher this forward, protect this, because we know you won't sell out, and keep this going. This is a legacy that's bigger than the Williams family. It's bigger than Dr. Sid, bigger than Dr. Nail. Keep it going.
Well, that's the banner above the stage that says nothing is bigger than life. That's a fact.
It is. It is.
That's a
Nothing
fact.
is bigger than life. And I'm thankful to be a part of DE. I'm just thankful. It's a room full, I don't know, 400 chiropractors there. So just full, man. Just full of energy, full of life, and people breaking it down. People breaking it just like a muscle. You can't grow until you break some stuff down on the inside.
Yeah, you got it. Well, that's what they call it there for years, shedding the husks, right?
Yep.
Got to
Yep.
shed it,
Man,
you
I'm
know?
we are blessed beyond measure. That's for sure. And
Amen.
and what really keeps me up at night are people that are within an hour's drive of there that are struggling and they refuse to be there, or they don't know we're there for whatever reason. They're just stuck in their own head and they're not there, but they could be helped so much if they would just be there.
Well, everyone has, I've gotten to the point of realizing that everyone has their own path.
Yeah.
And we just got to keep doing what we're doing. And the ones that show up, just plug in. I always joke and I say, you looked around that room, it seemed like a whole different crew, hundreds of people I felt like I hadn't seen before. And I'm like, if everybody showed up at once that comes to DE, we'd have 2,000 people in that room,
Minimal, minimal,
you know? And it's,
minimal.
we got a lot of people watching online. There was a couple hundred people online for the whole, broadcast. I mean, listen, I get it. Some people get caught up, et cetera, but I'd rather see them in person. I mean, the conversations and the hugs and just the energy that's developed. Someone called me today that couldn't make it. They said, "How was it? How'd it go?" I said, you can't explain that. Like, you can't put it into words, and I come back, listen, I come back from DE tired, bro. Like, people come back and they're, how far, it's like, I got up this morning, did my workout, my 49 breaths, and then we went in the office, and it was a great day. I mean, it was jamming, but I'm like, I'm a little run down. Those are a lot of conversations, a lot of energy, you know. Like Sierra said, Dad, like you're at work when you're there. And I'm like, me, Drew, Brian, Eddie, there's text going on the entire meeting. There was people, speakers that couldn't make it. We had to replace them on the fly. Gigliotti's probably still mad at me. That poor guy loves to be prepared. And I said, "You're going on at 11:30." He said, "No." He thought I was joking. I said, "Yes." He goes, "Come on." I said, "Yes." And he gave an amazing talk from the heart.
It was, I mean, I love his normal talks, but that one was a different caliber for me.
Yeah.
It was just different.
It was, "Hey, man, go. You're up." And that's what people need to realize. When you're a master at your craft, which Ed is, you're prepared all the time.
Yeah, yeah. We don't need to prepare. We've been preparing 50 years for this.
Yeah.
We've been preparing 50 years. And Johnny Balsamos, like he
Aw-
was freaking on point the whole
Awesome.
time. I was
Awesome.
crying, man. I was crying.
Yep.
You know, just
Yep.
it's great. And like I told you last night, we all text like, "Oh, great meeting, great meeting." I'm like, "All right, boys, let's go to bed. We're
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
We've got work tomorrow. We've
I
got
think I
work."
was already in bed by the time you guys were firing those off. And I'll tell you one of my favorite parts and one of the newer things is, we had Brian get in Friday in the middle of the day and give his new patient orientation in the main room. And then O'Halloran on Saturday go in and do his finances, his financials. Those were powerful. Like, I took notes on both of those and implemented them today.
Yep, yep, me too.
That was
And it,
great.
yeah, and it's not, it's more than just a procedure. It's like how to get your mind straight to
Yes.
do what you need to do. It's
Yes.
not just a script. It's not a script. It's bigger than that,
That's right. That's right. So
you know. And
listen,
and
man, it's just
and
good.
like you were saying, it's great to watch online and all that. And I'm sure now with the internet and everything, there's more online dating and all that. But imagine being in a long distance relationship that you may see that person once every year and a half when you show up, and then you wonder why that relationship's not fostering and blossoming like it should because you're not meeting in person.
Yeah.
You've got to meet that partner face to face, eye to eye, go have dinner, open the door. If you're only doing the online sessions, it's just like a long distance relationship and it won't ever grow past that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, people have a choice to make, and it's for some people it's difficult financially. It's difficult for them to be able to get on a plane in a hotel room, and it adds up. I get it, but at the end of the day, you got to learn to grow. And there's a lot of guys, even speakers now, that were financially in a very tough space when they started coming to DE. That now they're thriving. Because they caught that something. It's not about how to sell someone a plan or anything, but it's about going from your head to your heart and learning how to deliver the principle to people, and people pick up on it.
Yep. Yeah. And it's just being like it's like Dr. Sid would always say, is chiropractic in you or are you just in chiropractic?
That's right.
Chiropractic's in me. I know it's in you.
That's right. It's like falling in love with the pots and pans.
Yep. Yep. And when we get done with this, I'm going to drive 15 minutes to my undergrad school. They got a basketball game tonight. And like, we're going to yell and clap and heckle a little bit, but it's all going to be talking chiropractic to everybody we're around. Like
Everyone around you.
yeah, the little woman at the hospitality suite that we're in should be talking about how the practice was today. Like, oh yeah, tell me, that's what we do. It's just
Yeah.
part of us, and it's
Right.
not a sale. It's not none of that. It's just who we are.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got to keep it going, man. Got to keep it plugging. But it's, there's things we got going on behind the scenes. I had a couple people asking me, like, what's the next step with the IFCO? What's happening with this? What's happening with that? It's like, just sit tight. We're working. There's great things happening. Great things are happening.
Yeah, yeah. And it takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's not just like you just wave a magic wand and stuff happens. It takes work. It takes board meetings. It's a lot of work from a lot of people.
Amen. But
You
it's
know.
all one major outcome, and it's to secure principal chiropractic around the world, period.
Yep. That is the idea fixate. That is the single major purpose of what
That's
we're
right.
doing.
That's it in a nutshell, man. And we created a call to arms for people to challenge themselves between now and the next DE in April. April's in Clearwater, right?
Yep. Yep. Beautiful Clearwater.
Awesome.
And you know what the best thing about Clearwater is? Pollo Manchego.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that chicken with that orange sauce on it, that citrus sauce.
The
Man.
Columbia restaurant. That's where Drew and I go. We have a meal together, and I just say, whatever he just ordered, I'm having with the extra sauce or something, right?
Yeah, that's it. Extra sauce.
One of the best
You know,
chicken dishes I've had in my
my
life.
gosh, it's so good. And like, don't give me any rice. Give me some of those French fries because I can dip the French fry in that sauce.
You and your fries.
Man, I just use the fries as a vehicle for the sauce. So it's great, man. Y'all need to be there. Lifede.com,
Yeah,
register. And if there's a real need that you need to be there, and there's a real need that it's hard to make it, reach out personally. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll loan you some money. We'll do whatever. You know.
yeah, yeah. We could connect people. We've done that for years, but people come as our guests, and then they just keep coming back, and their whole life changes, and that's what makes it all worthwhile, my man. And we're just gonna keep doing it, keep growing. The energy is insurmountable now, man. It's just the energy, and even seeing the people from overseas and hearing them talking and plugging in and saying we'll see you. Like you said, it takes them a day to get there, and they're flying to Clearwater in April.
That's insane. I love it, man. I love it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and we just want it bad for everybody. Nobody at DE makes a dime. None of us we pay for our own rooms, registration, everything. We just want it bad for you. We want it
That's right.
bad.
That's right. Well, listen, man, I love you. We'll have to have probably next week Eddie and Brian on, eh? And do our
Yep.
whole big
Yep.
DE debrief and let the week kind of unravel. And
Oh
for
man.
those that you're listening, just keep bringing the love, the principle, challenge yourself. You know, if you were at DE, you made that one big commitment that we're going to stick to by the next meeting, and we're going to break it down and hopefully have a 2 hour parade of stars because so many people plowed through those numbers that they can't wait to get up there and share it, man. That's the truth. That's what we want to see.
Yep. I got my number. We're gonna blow it up. We were talking 2 or 3 times today. Like we got to get that number. It's
That's right.
12 weeks. 12 weeks what we're doing.
Yep, yep, and that's it. All right, my man. We'll go get to your basketball games. I know you like to
Yep.
heckle and stir those
Yeah.
people on.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. We love you, man. We appreciate you.
All right, buddy. God bless.
Yep. Y'all